like was really consistent in the beginning, okay, texting you every day, but now he's gotten distant. Then here's why. He got really comfortable really fast, and he made the mistake of thinking you were always gonna be there. So instead of doing what most girls do, which is acting desperate and looking for attention, match his energy. Because when you go distant too and act unbothered, you are giving him the opportunity to miss you, and that's when he's gonna realize that he took you for granted. Follow for more and good luck.
Guys, if I was to give you the best dating advice ever, not as a therapist, but just as a woman, it would be this. Stop meeting people and telling them what you do like, what you don't like, about your past traumas, your past relationships, how bad people have treated you. Because what you're doing is you're giving them a blueprint on how to manipulate you, because they're going to do whatever you like, whatever you don't like, to avoid looking like a red flag. And you're basically saying, look how low the bar is. I'm willing to accept all of this behavior. Allow people to show you who they are before you tell them how to be or tell them what you want. You know, you don't want to give out your romantic resume too quickly. And if people do say to you, what happened in your past relationships, just say, look, I learned a lot, I learned a few lessons, and they didn't work out.
Ladies, these are some things you need to know when it comes to guys. Him watching your story doesn't mean anything. Guys are not as micro-calculated as we are. So if they're watching your story, it's just they're like casually tapping through. That's it. No deeper meaning, unfortunately. Boys are horrendously bad at picking up hints. They just don't see them. So if you want something, you just need to be direct. And every once in a while, they do see the hint, but they just want you to be direct, so they're gonna play dumb. There's a common denominator here. Just be direct. Boys make it extremely clear when they like you. He's texting you all the time, checking in on you, wanting to hang out, planning things for you to do. Wake up call, he likes you. But if you're confused and you're like, oh my god, I can't tell, he don't like you. One compliment goes a very long way. He will always remember that compliment and always think about it, which means he'll be thinking about you. And sometimes that one compliment is enough to make them like you.
If a guy wants you, you won't have to ask for effort. He'll text you, he'll call you, and he'll make time to see you. Because no man is too busy for a woman he truly wants to be with.
If you are a woman and you are single and dating, this message is for you. Ladies, stop meeting a guy that you really like and deciding that you are going to fall back from all of the other guys that you're talking to. I'm telling you, don't do it. That is how you set yourself up to be played. I understand that as women, we are naturally one-man kind of creatures. I get that. And I know we want to focus all of our attention on one guy when we find a guy that we really like, because that's just naturally who we are as women. Men tend to do a much better job than women at keeping their options open. They don't want to settle down and wife up a woman until they make sure that they've sampled everything out there that they possibly can, and they know for a fact this is the one. Whereas women, we tend to want to do it quick. You have to understand that if you are single and you're talking to a guy that you really like, and he has not done the task of coming to you correctly and asking you for something monogamous, then you have every right to date other people. In fact, you should actively be dating other people, because I'm going to tell you what could possibly happen and what you're setting yourself up for. You meet Jason and you really like Jason, so you naturally stop texting Michael and Harry and Larry and all these other guys that you're talking to, because you are just naturally crushing so hard on Jason, right? But then Jason runs off and meets Ashley, and he decides, you know what, Ashley is actually the person that I want to be monogamous with. So now you don't got nobody. You have to date the right way. And if a man has not sat down and given you the impression that he wants something monogamous with you, then you have to keep all of your options open and never put all of your eggs in one basket. A lot of women have a bad habit of doing that whenever they come across a guy that they really like, and then when it doesn't work out, they're lost and confused and discouraged from dating. But it's not the dating that's the problem, it's the fact that you're not dating correctly. If you're single and dating, then do just that. Date. Go out with different guys. Play the field. Just because you come across a guy that you really like doesn't mean that the whole rest of your life has to be put on pause.
Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but here is the best dating advice I've ever gotten. If he likes you, you'll know. If he doesn't, you'll be confused.
I've seen men leave 5-10-year relationships and turn around and marry a woman.
The reason men will leave long-term relationships for a new woman and move on like that is because of something called the 90-10 rule. Basically, what it means is the woman he's with might have 90% of what he's looking for. And even though most people are lucky to have 90% in common with someone, he becomes so resentful of the 10% that she doesn't have that when a new woman comes along and embodies that 10%, he's so enthralled with the 10% that she does have that he starts to convince himself that it's 100% of what he wants. So he jumps ship like that, and down the line, he realizes that this woman only has 10% of what he's looking for, but it doesn't matter because he already left the 90% behind. Follow for more and good luck.
All right, listen up, babe. If you're at a party and find a guy attractive, I do not want you competing for this man. He's probably got like 5 other chicks like throwing themselves at him, so I want you to stand out and do your own thing, all while still giving him like that eye contact to let him know you're interested, right? He'll be like, why isn't this girl giving me like time? Why isn't she like coming up to me? He'll be like so turned on, so curious that it forces him.
Here are 7 signs it's time to end the relationship. Number 1, your needs are continuously going unmet. Number 2, he doesn't prioritize you. Number 3, he minimizes how you feel. Number 4, he runs away or gets defensive when you bring up issues. Number 5, you're sacrificing the things you value to stay in the relationship. Number 6, he has you constantly second guessing yourself. And finally, number 7, your core values don't align. If you like this tip, follow for more.
Psychological facts about love. 1. People are most likely to break up once they hit the 3 to 5 month period in their relationship. 2. Men who have deep voices are more likely to appear attractive. 3. Studies have shown that happiness is contagious, and it's really difficult to walk away from someone who's happy. 4. Men are more attracted to women that have a bone structure that resembles their mother's.
How to get a guy to start calling you more. Okay, in order to do this, you have to follow 2 steps. Step 1. Next time he texts you, simply say, I can't text right now, but you can call if you want. And if you need an excuse, you can tell him you're at the nail salon, you're driving, you're cleaning, you're on a walk. It really doesn't matter, but the point is you can't text. Step 2. When he calls, which 9 times out of 10 he will, say this. It's so good to hear the sound of your voice. Because when you say that, he is subconsciously gonna think it's okay to call her. And she likes it when I do. Before you know it, he'll be blowing up your phone. Tap the plus sign to follow for more, and good luck.
If a guy stops texting you, do this. Firstly, don't be alarmed. A slow response doesn't mean he's pulling back. Sometimes life gets in the way, so give him a little bit of time. If, however, he never responds, this is just a clear sign that he's not your guy. The reason you feel anxious is because you put an expectation on something that hasn't happened yet or someone who hasn't delivered yet. So instead, remove the expectation and allow the right person to step up and the wrong people to step aside. If you like this tip, follow for more.
This is every overthinker in a relationship. Can you relate to any of these? I sure can. They didn't say they loved you at the end of the phone call, so you're sure that something's wrong or you messed up somehow. It's been 30 minutes, no reply. Now you're thinking you've said something stupid. You constantly ask yourself, why do they even love me? Then you go on to question if you even deserve to be with somebody like them, and then you just continue to feel bad. You need constant reassurance that everything is okay, otherwise your head makes up scenarios where things are going wrong. And you're always wondering what they mean versus what they've actually said.
If you want someone to chase you, this is exactly how you do it. And it doesn't matter if you've just met them or if you've known them for a long time, you do this and you're gonna hear from them. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it is gonna be hard and it's gonna require a little bit of patience and willpower. Okay, so let's get right to it. No more initiating contact. No more double texting, no more responding to stories, no more liking photos, because they need to feel like they've lost your attention before they're gonna start chasing you. Tap the plus sign to follow for more and good luck.
When a man pulls away, do this. Don't text him or call him asking what is wrong. As a matter of fact, I want you to delete his number and the message thread so that you don't get tempted to do. And then I want you to take that same energy that you would invest into him and take it and put it into yourself, into your hobbies and your family and friends. The less energy you give him, the more you will see his energy come towards you.
What should you say if he asks you to hang out at his place instead of asking you out on a proper date? All you're gonna say is this. Oh, okay, I thought you meant on a date. Because when you say this, 3 things happen. First, you assert your standard by telling him that you expected him to ask you on a date, which subconsciously shows him the kind of girl you are. Second, you're leaving it open-ended instead of cornering him into asking you out. And third, you're giving him the opportunity to make a new plan. If he doesn't rise to the occasion, then you know what his intentions are. Tap that plus sign to follow for more and good luck.
I have 3 questions that I want you to think about if you're in a relationship that you might not necessarily want to think about, but I'm going to ask them anyway. Number one, are you in love with this specific person? Are they really that special? Or do you just like being in a relationship and being a part of an us? Number two, are you living in the current conditions of the relationship, or are you living in the potential of what the relationship could be? And number three, if absolutely nothing changed and your relationship for the rest of your life stayed exactly the same way that it is now, would you be happy and content in that relationship? And would you be able to stay in it? Think about it.